Let's have a duel.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again.
Right,
Attacks
left, right.
follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Right,
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Why didn't you finish?
Okay, that
Nice. Now do it again. Come on, keep going. Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. I said 3 attacks in a row. Why didn't you follow through? Chain the attacks together.
Okay.
Don't pause. Well done.
Okay, so that it was natural
Aye,
combo.
you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. You mixed up the directions. Again.
2 hours later.
You mixed up the directions. Again.
It's a bit like in a real life. I mix up the directions as well.
6.5 hours later.
Are we
You
fighting in
mixed
the
up the
evening?
directions. Again. Beautiful.
Okay, so you need to like be super fast. Okay, more reading. Riposte. The direction of your opponent weapon is... yeah. That's simplified, but...
That's that then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your oppost will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhau, also known as the Master Strike.
Yes.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
But I'm the best.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right!
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Now, when it's dark out, forget it. Come back during the day so we can see what we're doing.
Yeah, it's dangerous to sword fight in a dark.
I'll challenge you to a duel.
Good. Come and join me in the arena.
Okay, so I needed like a gauntlet, which is actually incidentally good idea.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin. Defend yourself. Fuck you!
So, do you think I have what it takes?
I defeat him.
You deserve to be taught the Master Strike. Here's a training sword so he won't get hurt.
Nice.
Get to it.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called Master Strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. Surprised? Now you try. Master Strikes are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them.
Only for swords.
You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block, but this time, you attack instead of blocking.
From below.
Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle.
Yeah,
I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking.
Okay, that works.
All right, let's try it once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left, put yours to the right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. Not like that. Don't defend and attack me instead. That's the way.
Yep.
You're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normal, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
You're getting the hang of it. Again. That's not it. You have to attack me too. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking.
Up. I'm beating him.
That's not it. You have to attack me too. Beautiful.
Yep,
Try
that's
it again.
that's actually
Here's a
real
few more
strike.
tips. If your opponent knows how to perform a Master Strike, don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side.
Ouch.
Now for the most important part. You can use a Master Strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a Master Strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
I think I understand.
Good. That's all I can teach you. Now, it's up to you to learn how to use the Master Strike in combat.
I'll do my best. Thanks, Tomcat.
Opposite direction. Yep. In a time frame of perfect. Okay. Let's go to the miller. While we are in a around the ambush. Oh, my horse.
Fuck's sake! Stop!
I've been attacked! Help!
Okay, that was
You want to try me?
wasn't Master Strike, but
Enough!
oh, that was
I give up!
no giving up. Okay, skull cap. Italian Hauberg. Oh, you had like a very good Frankfurt steel. Wow. Pebbies. War axe. He had like a very good. Okay, so this bloody mile coif would be like better than what I had before. And this skull cap is also better. These are worse. Italian Hauberg. What makes it Italian? Ordinary coat. A bit of stab defense, I suppose.
What do you think you're doing? Saving your life?
Yep.
And who asked you to do that? I had them right where I wanted. A little longer and they'd be done for.
Right.
Sorry then. I was just trying to help. Well, thanks a lot. Now everyone's going to think I'm some kind of milksop. You know what? Piss off before I kick your ass at least.
Ungrateful. Okay, let's send some of these to the horse. Cool looking pointy cap. Well, not that cool actually, but yeah. Horse can actually carry these around. Hog glass gauntlets. A bit rondels, okay. Half blade legs, oh. Or brigandine. I need to wash myself again. Let's talk to the miller.
Good day to you.
Hello, boss.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than cynic. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward?
Yes, please.
It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Right.
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then, Crazul?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
No. Reckon my ears aren't that good.
Scribe Erezine received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. You've almost got a fine outfit, I see. But it still could be a lot better. Ad charisma tuendum. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you a few nice things from heaven.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the 2 of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk! The lock will open, and the book will be mine.
Nah.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. All the single damsels at the wedding Ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, he'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well,
Well,
it's
Miller,
not
how
all that
criminal mastermind.
straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady? Here.
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Samin wedding.
Right.
So some bathhouse wench would do.
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyov baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse.
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. And rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait.
Okay, Opus Magnum. Groceries over there. Now we can talk to him.
Bailiff Thrush said you were robbed.
Yep. About time he remembered me.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll find the thief. What did he take from you?
Cabbage.
Just cabbage?
Cabbage
Aye.
thief.
But nearly half of the patch.
And where did it
Right.
happen?
That's a
On the
lot.
patch behind my farmhouse. It's the first one you see when you come to us from Troskowitz. You'll spot it easily. Cabbage grows there, and half of it's been harvested already.
Right.
That's all I need.
I hope you'll find him. It might not seem that way. But half the cabbage patch? That's good money.
Okay. Behind the house. Okay, so that's the cabbage. mouse. There's a cabbage. Okay, there's a second cabbage. I wonder if there's a third. Aha, we on the cabbage trail. Okay, right. Okay, that's a different... Or that's the castle over there. Apparently there's several castles in this game, so... Good thing the cabbage thieves have dropped so many cabbages. Heading down... south. Uh-huh. By the way, that's a huge amount of cabbage. In this small wheelbarrow. Okay, who are you? Cabbage game.
God bless.
Sauerkraut pepper.
What do you want?
That's a lot of cabbage.
Well, so what? I like cabbage.
But you shouldn't steal it.
Well, that's a lie. I grew it myself.
Where?
Here? In the woods?
Why not?
Because cabbage doesn't grow in the woods.
Oh, well, all right. I confess. What are you going to do with me?
Why did you steal it in the first place? Who ever heard of someone stealing cabbage?
Well, I wanted to make sauerkraut and sell it, but now I'm afraid the people will know. Where would I even get so much cabbage?
So you're sitting on a heap of sauerkraut?
Well, do you want a taste? Mum always said I made the best sauerkraut.
Sure.
She also said I was dumb as a rock before she chased me away.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Here you go. The best sauerkraut in the region.
Oh, Mum. It's really good.
Okay, this changes a thing
I told you so.
or two.
If you want, I'll make you some more. Just bring me some fresh cabbage. At least I wouldn't have to steal it. But what will happen to me now?
Don't worry. I won't tell the bailiff.
Why?
All you did was steal some cabbage. That's not worth mentioning.
That's
Poaching
very
is-
nice of you. I have to give you something as thanks. Do you want some more sauerkraut, since you liked it so much?
Sure. Give it to me.
Here you go. And if you want more, just bring me some fresh cabbage, and I'll give you sauerkraut for it.
Maybe it's going to last a longer.
I came to trade some cabbage.
Give it to me. I'll give you yesterday's batch for it.
23. Okay.
Here you go.
Beautiful. I'll start fermenting it right away. And here's your sauerkraut. Farewell.
Okay. What kind of situation do we have here? Sauerkraut. Nutrition 100%, nourishment 2. Durability days. This is crazy. So You don't need to be honest in this game.
Greetings to you.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done, so he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin, but I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places. And poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves.
Right.
You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round.
Right.
I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck.
Look what I have for you.
Well, luckily we are friends with Ignatius, so I suppose he will tell. Excuse me.
Good evening, my friend. What do you need?
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
Very well.
What have you found, boy?
It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee. They chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Thanks for help, Matt. Yeah, don't feed the wolves. Okay, he's dead. Don't make ace up.
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate. Getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, that's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Kreisel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck.
Okay, so we need to venture forth. Poachers camp. It's several of them. That's our whole horse, but... Lots of it, all sorts of stuff here. How much? Ah, okay, I'm overweight. I'm carrying the longsword here, which I really don't need because I like to use the That's a charisma bonus with this. But yeah, I like to use the board and sword, so... Cleric hood. Okay, so that's a food.
You won't leave. As you wish, you moron!
So it's a bandit camp. Oh no.
What? Mercy!
Hand over your purse, or you won't be leaving here alive.
Take a good look at me. I've been holding back until now, but if you don't stop pissing me off, I'll rip off your balls and shove them down your throat. I swear, on all that is unholy.
Nice try, asshole. Cut the shit. Your money or your life.
I'm not giving you anything.
I yield! Mercy!
Maybe the one I'm looking for. I should look around that camp.
Smooth car. He had like a very nice gear. Poaching gear. We got like a 2 sets of poaching gear already. Blood.
This is definitely evidence. I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? But that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea where I should start?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like it's some cumin.
Nah. Them nomads have a real respect for animals and wouldn't waste any part of a catch. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Army of bandits like last time. Aha. That's a marking of the... Aha. Now we found him. And he's sitting... He's back towards me.
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher? Sir Hans! I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry! I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here, and I don't have to be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is, do I? Oh, Jesus! You couldn't choose something different? There's all sorts of ways to make money.
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work?
By killing people.
This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up. And you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies in distress.
Yes.
And this is how it turns out.
Are you fucking serious? And what are you doing with the game you hunt?
Thanks to my bargaining skills, I've got to deal with an excellent trader in Troskowitz.
And you realise that this trader of yours could snitch on you if he's in a corner? Or just for the reward?
My trader is reliable.
Maybe, but someone might see you together.
That's not going to happen. We're careful.
There are plenty of ways you could earn money. Why poaching of all things?
I've always been good at hunting. Remember how we went hunting together the first time? I really showed you up, didn't I?
As I recall, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
What rot! I'll make a pile of coins selling this game. And then, that idiot on the gate will finally believe we're not beggars. He'll be laughing on the other side of his face when we turn up in our finery. And it's a much better way than your idiotic idea with the forge.
The gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around here, and I promised to help him do it.
Well, that's awkward for you, isn't it? Any idea what you're going to tell him?
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find anyone?
Why the hell not? You just found some abandoned camp, no? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
And what am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you, and you beat him. And that's that.
You have to cooperate at least a bit, though. If I found you, then so can anyone else. Like people from the castle?
You're making a fuss about nothing. It was purely by chance that you found me.
Right.
I'll cover all my tracks, clear the path, and I'll be very careful from now on. Just relax, no one will find me. I'll see to that.
It's not enough. How are you going to hide a camp in the middle of the woods?
I already told you what I'll do so that they don't find me. If it's not enough for you, bugger off.
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him. Got anything?
I could give you my equipment. It'd be pretty hard to survive without it, but...
To poach without it?
Yeah, that's settled then.
All right.
Yep. That's the handscape on. I'm not going to steal his food. So he has a business going on here. Right.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing.
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one hell of a job, I can tell you.
Really? Go on. Where was he?
North of Trotsky. He had a small camp there. Below a cliff. Just like you said.
I'm sure he realised there wasn't any point resisting. What did you do with him?
I had to kill him.
Why did you have to?
That fella wasn't keen on being arrested. The first thing he did was draw a hunting knife on me. He's done for, in any case.
Got any proof?
I found this gear on him. He probably used it to make traps, and some tongs as well. Probably for pulling out teeth and that.
Look how well kitted out them poaching vermin are. I see why he didn't want to just pack it in. He had a good thing going there. Good work. Here's your reward.
Thanks. That's a generous reward.
We don't have any more poachers, so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the arseholes turn up in the Trotsky forests. You sent out a clear signal what they can expect. Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want, and in return for your help, I'll take a bit off the usual price. Don't use it for poaching, though.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Yep.
Don't even think about it.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Thanks.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing.
Yeah.